Hello everyone, this is Monday, August the 22nd, 2022 at 2:30 p.m. All right, we're doing a neighborhood walk and we're beginning it at the corner of Almond and Windsor. Okay, Almond and Windsor streets, and we're going to go north from this direction over north a few blocks and do this neighborhood here, okay? I think you'll enjoy this walk. It's a residential neighborhood, but we like to show these because people ask for them, and I know people like to watch some of these residential neighborhoods in Halifax. So here we go. I am walking westward on Almond. West on Almond Street. This is my second video today. When I set out to do this neighborhood, I didn't realize it was going to take me so long because I videoed all the way up from Gottingen Street. And by the time I got here, I already had a video. So we started the second one. We started the second video, and that will be great because that will give me a video. The one I just made will be for Wednesday, and the second one will be for Friday. And there's going to be 2 rainy days this week, so that's really good. Then we'll have to get out one more day this week to make Mondays. And then I'll be in good shape. I'll be ahead on the deal. I got to try and get a little bit ahead because I don't know when they'll call me for my eye surgery. It won't be long. They told me it would be in October. So I still got September. But what happens if somebody cancels their appointment? They might decide to call me up and put me in there. So I gotta be prepared. I probably won't want to go out immediately after the surgery, but a day or two later, yes, okay. But the same day, no, and the next day, no. You have to put drops in. You have to get 2 kinds of drops when you first start. There's one kind you do 2 times a day, and there's another one you do 4 times a day. The one you do 2 times a day, you do that for 7 days. And the one you do 4 times a day, you do that for 14 days. And that's for infection, to make sure you don't get any infection in your eyes. Because nobody wants an eye infection. That's not good. So you do everything you can to prevent it. So I need to get off to a good start when I first come home from my surgery and take good care of it. They give you this kind of like a mesh. You tape it over your eye when you go to bed, so you won't accidentally put your fingers in your eye and rub it. Because when they just did that surgery, they put a lens in there. If you rub your eye when that lens just got put in there and it's closed up, you could tear that open and undo all the work they did and make a big mess out of your eye. So you gotta be really careful. So the first day, maybe second day, I'm not gonna wanna go too far. And I gotta keep that screen on. But if in the daytime I can wear my sunglasses, because I won't stick my finger under my sunglasses. They come right down and they wrap around a little bit. So as long as I got them on, I won't bother my eye. But I have to keep them on the house too. It's either that or that mesh that you put over your eye. And that's kind of a pain because you can't see as good with that. So I have to wear my sunglasses or the eye thing, whichever I choose. At nighttime I have to use the eye thing because you can't risk rubbing your eye. After a couple of weeks you can be a little more careless. Not careless, but just not quite so worried about it. The first week is the worst. Get through the first week. Then the second week, and after that you're pretty good. You still got to be careful for a while. I'm all healed up now on my right eye. I can rub that eye. I don't go too heavy on it, but if I need to rub it, I can. It's going to be so good when I get the other eye done. Like my left one is not near as bad as my first one was. Even after all this time, it's still not that bad. So anyway, I'm at Oxford. We're going to walk across Oxford, going north on Oxford. Yes, if I close my right eye, I can still see out of my left eye. I can see where I'm going and stuff, but the thing I can't see is the words on signs. I have to be like that bus sign. I have to be right up to it before I could read that with my left eye. Whereas my good eye, I can read that way down the street. So that's the difference in what I see out of my left eye. Now, I did wear glasses long before I ever had cataracts. As the cataracts got worse, I stopped wearing the glasses because they weren't helping. They were just making things worse. They're magnifying the blur. So I stopped wearing them. So after I get my second eye done, and everything's all healed up, and I'm doing real good, I'm gonna go get an eye test in and see what I need for glasses. We do have insurance. I gotta look and see how much they cover for glasses. Different insurances do different things. We got a different insurance plan than we had previous years because now my wife is an owner-operator and she moved through Blue Cross now, but before we had a different insurance. And so things are different now. We just got to check into it and see what they'll cover. So we are on Oxford Street, and there's London Street. We're going to take some of these side streets before we're done, because this will be our neighborhood, what's on both sides of Oxford. We'll go right up and down the residential streets. By the time I get finished with them, will be a full video here. So I'm going to start right here on Liverpool. The street is closed, but I can walk on it. Let's go down and see why it's closed. See what they're doing down here. Liverpool and Oxford. Okay, we are heading east on Liverpool. Maybe this is your street. Maybe you'll see your own house on this street. Maybe you'll work up in this neighborhood. See what I see? I just saw leaves falling from that tree right there. It's beautiful though, and the trees hang out over the streets like that, and you can get lots of shade walking up the street. Now, I'll turn it a little bit so you can see the other side of the street too. Lots of shade right here. Lots of shade on Liverpool Street. I see some construction up here. I may have to cross the street. Maybe I can't get up past this construction. I'm not sure. We'll see when I get up here. If we can go past it, like there's a little walkway or something. If not, then I'll have to just walk back down. I think the sidewalk will allow for walking up there, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Street closed. Right. Sidewalk closed. So you can't go beyond that right there. It's closed, okay? And over here, it's closed as well. You just can't go up any further. Okay, we'll walk back down Liverpool, and we'll go the other side of Oxford. The west side of Oxford. We'll keep right on that way. And hopefully you'll enjoy this little video showing these residential streets up here. I've never walked on them before. This is my very first time that I have walked on Liverpool Street, other than to crisscross it on Oxford. So this is my first time walking these residential streets here. I hope you enjoy it. Maybe you live in this neighborhood. Maybe you come up here all the time. Who knows? You'll really enjoy it. But if you're not from here, but if you're coming here from another place, it's always nice to see what things look like. This is a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood right here. And you're in the North End. There's businesses all around you. It's just not on the street. This is a residential street. But you're not very far from stores and malls and all kinds of stuff. The Halifax Shopping Centre is very close to where we are. I'm just not going there today, but it's very close. You could walk to the Halifax Shopping Centre from here in 15 minutes, probably, more likely. Never timed it because I never walked from this before. But I would say probably 15 minutes, put you right at the Halifax Shopping Centre more than likely. So we'll go right on through the intersection, go down a block. Then we'll cut over and come up a block, and we'll crisscross until we get back over to Windsor Street, where we begun this walk. Okay, that should make a nice video for this neighborhood. Yeah, so if you want to go to the Halifax Shopping Center, you can go down there to one light, right down there at the light, make a left, And they'll take you right up to the Halifax Shopping Centre. Not very far. Can't say I've seen a lot of apartments in this area. Mostly houses. There's Cozy Snack Bar. And there's their menu. Breakfast all day. Welcome to Cozy Snack Bar, all day breakfast. You can get bacon, bologna, 2 eggs, toast, hot coffee, tea for $13. There is an apartment upstairs over that one, but I haven't seen very much for apartments down in this area. Mostly houses. There's the odd one here and there. What I love is how the trees hang out over the streets. Most of the neighborhoods in Halifax, especially where there's houses, as opposed to apartments, when there's houses, their streets are lined with trees. And some of them are older trees and they provide a lot of shade from the leaves. I know people that came here from Newfoundland and they were used to rocks. And when they got here, they said, wow, how many trees is here? Everywhere, trees everywhere. Because they weren't used to seeing trees like that. Because a lot of parts of Newfoundland, there's nothing but rocks. Rocks and the sea, and not a lot of trees. They're like very surprised at how much trees were here. And they love it. I love it too. I grew up in New Brunswick where there's lots of trees too. But having lived half my life in Ontario, Toronto, I have lived where there's not a whole lot of trees. We lived, not quite, but almost on the corner of Bathurst and Finch. A little street called Goldfinch. That's where we lived. If you know Toronto, you might know where that street is. That's where we lived before we moved to Halifax. It's about, if you're walking it, like I've walked it a lot, if I on the corner of Bathurst and Finch, there's a Tim Hortons and a Plaza and stuff. And if we went over there, most of the time we didn't take our car. We just left that park. We had parked in the underground. We left it there. We walked over. It was like a, 7 or 8 minute walk from our place over to Bathurst and Bloor, or Bathurst and Finch. There we go. I know what was at Bathurst and Bloor. It was what's that big store? It's tore down now, anyways. The big bargain store there. I can't think of what his name was now that had it there. But anyway, that's gone. That's all tore down. New structures going up there. Toronto's changing fast too because they're putting a rail line on Finch. Finch Avenue is getting a rail line, which is they never had before. It was always buses. Now it's going to be like streetcars going across Finch. So that's different. All right, I'm at the corner of Connolly and Liverpool, so we're going to cross here. And we'll go over, see that's a bigger street down there, so we just go to here. And we'll go over to the next street and we'll walk back up. By the time I'm done, you'll have a good view of this area. There's the mail truck delivering the mail. Door to door, what you get here. Don't think you have to walk to a mailbox anywhere, so I think you get it door to door here. Which is, there's an apartment building right there. You don't see them very often. Looks like 6 and 6. Looks like 12 apartments in that building. if I'm not mistaken. Where that dog is huffing and puffing. Yes, he's hot. His tongue hanging right out, and he's going, oh, I must be part dog. I sounded just like him. Oh, horrible, eh? All right, we're going to make a left on London now. We intersected that on the way here, but we didn't walk down it. So we're going to walk eastward on London Street. I think it's London Street, yeah. Okay. Walking east. You never know what's on the street till you walk it. These are all two-story houses. Most of them. There's some that might be one story, I'm not sure, but most of them are two-story houses. Some of them could be apartments like that one right there. Could be an apartment more than likely. And this one is definitely 6 apartments in that building. 3 on each side. Look at that nice veranda up there on that one. Oh, that's nice. That's very modern looking. Very modern looking building. Love the stone walkway with the grass. All the rocks here. Beautiful. Some of these properties got a new piece of sidewalk. Some not so lucky. They didn't get the new sidewalk. So if you're lucky, you got a new sidewalk in front of your house. If you're not so lucky, you got an old sidewalk in front of your house, like this one. This one's got a new sidewalk. It just ends past the driveway. I guess they fixed the ones that was in the worst shape. Well, we'll continue on up here. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'm not talking too loud. My microphone is right here on my shirt. So it's probably picking me up okay. I made a loud video when I did that parade one with the Stanley Cup. Yeah, way to cut the volume back. Put a warning in there if you got headphones on. Turn down your volume because it's going to get loud. The crowds were screaming, and the old fire truck that brought the Stanley Cup down was loud, and there was marching bands and people hollering. It was very loud. Yeah, London Street has got a bit more apartments on it than the last street I walked on. That would be apartments over there. Corner of London and Oxford. We're going to go right on through. How many am I walking in for today? By the time I get through, I'm going to have walked quite a bit. Oh, that mail truck is stopping. Good. I can keep on going. Okay, we'll continue on. Yeah, it looks like the sidewalk was just patch repairs. They did some where was the worst, and the rest they left it. And, well, I guess they figured no sense in tearing this up. It's not hurting anyway. That will be wasteful. and the ones with holes in it and cracks, and they probably tore them up and put new ones. If you live in the right spot, you got a new sidewalk. If you don't, you didn't get a new sidewalk. I'm glad I didn't wear my jacket today. I got a shirt on, and it's kind of a lot too, but it's holding my microphone, so I guess I'll keep it on. I notice on the street there's a lot of older model cars, which means there's people working, probably at labor jobs, and they're not making a whole lot, but they're living in a nice neighborhood anyways. There's Renault guy's outfit. His truck is older, but it's in good shape. You ever watch those Renault shows on TV? Yeah, they're pretty good. You'll learn a lot from them. You can learn a whole lot from those Renault shows. Okay, let's see. They got that construction up there. I'm not sure if I want to walk up past all that construction. We'll turn here. We'll go down the other side. And maybe the next block won't have any construction on it. Gotta see how long this video is going. Half an hour so far. We're good for a little bit. That truck is in very good shape. Wow, that is really good. An F-350, yeah, it's in good shape. Had some work done to it, obviously. Well, this is a great day for videos, that's for sure. I'm glad I'm making 2 today, and then I can take it easy through the rainy days. I see tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow and Wednesday. We got rain, but I gotta check again. It might be Wednesday and Thursday. I know there's 2 rainy days this week, but some days they predict rain and it don't turn out to be that much after all, so it may or may not be a lot of rain. But when I see rain coming, it's always nice to take advantage of a sunshiny day. I know I've been out in the rain, made videos too, and rain videos are good. Just like snow videos are good. Who don't want to see a good snowstorm, right? All right, we're back to Oxford Street. And we just came up that street, so we won't go down it. There's a 3-story apartment building there. You can see leaves falling. Every once in a while I pass the tree and leaves are tumbling down. And we're not way into the fall yet. We're just starting here. We're not even into the fall yet. So, and some leaves are already preparing for winter. They're falling to the ground. I guess this is considered part of Hydrostone. Hydrostone Green Vapor Shop. I thought Hydrostone was up the other way, but I guess it takes in this area too. Didn't know that. Now I do. Hydrostone takes in a bigger area than I thought. We're going to take Edinburgh Street. And again, we have some shady trees, which feel pretty good on a day like this. Let's see our time. Half an hour right now, so we can go a bit more yet. I do have to get home before time to go pick up my son. So I have to make sure once I get done this video, I'll check my time. I can catch the bus on Roby and take me right down to Scotia Square. Then I can catch another bus there and go all the way home. That's how I get over here. I walked. I didn't take two buses. I took one bus to Scotia Square and I walked from there. I know by the time I'm done this video, I'm going to have quite a few steps on, which I like because I am getting a little bit older there, so I need to exercise. If you don't keep walking, you'll seize up. Good advice to anybody who's retired or, you're used to working and getting your exercise. Now you're retired and you don't know what to do. Don't sit in the house and watch television. That's the worst thing you can do. Get out and do something. Get out and walk. Or you can, if you got somebody to play tennis with you can play tennis or different sports like that. I got some tennis rackets. I'm trying to get my wife to come out and play tennis with me. So far, she hasn't joined me yet, but maybe soon. Maybe she will soon. I know we have busy lives, both of us. Both of us do. We have very, very busy lives. Our weekend goes by so fast that we hardly know what happened and the weekend's over. Oh, that's how it goes. We do our laundry on the weekend. First thing early Saturday morning, we do our laundry very early. I help her. We work together, we get it all done and put away. We're good for another week. We're all done by, 8 o'clock? Yeah, probably by 8 o'clock. We're 8:30, 9 for sure. By 9 o'clock, we're all done. And then we got the rest of the weekend. We don't have to think about it. Okay, we're going to go across Dublin Street now. See what that's like. Dublin Street. We are walking southward on Dublin Street. I don't know if these streets will be familiar to anyone who's lived in Halifax or not. But if you're coming here, this is the north end. All these streets I've been on are in the north end. The north end is a vibrant end of the city. There's lots of stuff going on up here. The south end, as I've stated before, is more laid back. Universities down there, and there's hospitals and stuff, but it's not anything like up here. The north end is got so many shopping places, stores. We got the Halifax Shopping Centre up here, and that's right on the edge of the north end, but it might even be closer to Fairview, I'm not sure, but looks like I'm back at Almond. Let's go down Almond a block or two, and then we'll walk back up. And I'll make my way over we'll go a block the other way down here. We'll go down one intersection and we'll make a left, go over, then we'll head back. By the time I get back to Roby, it'll be time to catch a bus and start heading for home. Well, it's a great neighborhood. I enjoyed this walk around here. And all the trees hanging out over the streets. Sometimes you get a little spot like this where they've probably had to cut down the big trees. I see the stumps, and they got little trees planted. The street where I live has got trees like that planted on it. I don't think there was any big trees there before. See this? They get too big and they get a little bit hollow in the center, and they're growing up among the power lines. They have to do something because the wind might blow them down and tear the lines all down. They kind of keep an eye on it, and when they start to get too bad, they cut them down, trim them back, cut pieces of wood out of there. Try to spare the power lines if they can. And sadly, you're going to miss all the shade that the trees provided. And then you have to plant new ones. And 20 years from now, someone will reap the reward from your efforts. That's how it goes. Well, I'm not going to go back to where I usually catch the bus because that would be backtracking. I might as well I'll walk down to Roby, and then the first bus shelter I come to, first bus stop, I'll wait there for the bus. All right, we'll cut across here. And I'm going to take Oxford again. See, we're just cutting around this neighborhood right here. Trying to show it to you, what a neighborhood in the North End, residential neighborhood. You can't cover the whole thing in a day. That's just too much. So this will be my second neighborhood up in the North End. That was on the north side of North Street. I didn't go the other side. North Street. It was all on the north side of North Street. Okay, so I'm going to go back across Oxford now. And my next street I take up will go to Roby. It might even be North Street. And we'll go all the way down to Roby and wait there for the bus. Yeah, I think it's going to be North Street. I believe this next street is North Street. But I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on this area. I think it might be, but not 100% sure yet. Might be another block to North Street. Yeah, I don't think we're there yet. We're going to go, this is Berlin. This is Berlin Street right here. There you go, Berlin Street. Okay, Berlin and Oxford. We'll go across Oxford. Or we could go, no, there's a noisy lawnmower down there. And I don't want to interrupt my video with the noise. So we'll go on down to the next street. I hope you enjoy this walk around residential neighborhoods. I know people like to see them because they tell me. They tell me they do. When I make them, they say, nice walk around that neighborhood. So I know they like them. So that's what we're making. A residential Mumford Terminal is the Halifax Shopping Center. So when you see Mumford, I don't know if you can read that on here. Mumford Terminal is the Halifax Shopping Center, okay? Very busy spot too. A lot of buses go in there. Okay, we're going to take Vienna because we've never been on it before. And Vienna sounds like a good street. We have Berlin. Now we got Vienna. We're going to the European section here. There we go. walking east on Vienna. And when I get up here, we will end this video. I'm taking a look now. Okay, we got 40 minutes. We will be for sure 50 by the time we get to Roby. And if I make it back to Roby, I will sign off on this video. I'm not even sure if the street goes all the way to Roby or if it's in somewhere here. I gotta watch these sidewalks. I tripped over a high one. Sometimes there's one sticking up a little bit more and you can trip over that, but lucky I made a good recovery. Yeah, there's several of these sidewalks that are sunk and some raised. I gotta watch out for that. No, I think the street ends here. I'm gonna have to zigzag over. So Vienna Street is not a through street, I don't think. We'll see when I get up here. But don't look that way. No, Vienna Street ends right here. So whatever street this is, I'll take a right and work my way over to, I know I'm getting close to North Street, but could be another block. And then we'll just catch our bus from there. I got different. I don't have to go down to Scotia Square to get the bus going home. I could take one from North Street and go right across the bridge, get off at the Dartmouth terminal, and catch a bus there and go home. I might just do that. That might be my strategy. Okay, we're back on Dublin Street. So we had Dublin, Berlin, Vienna, all kinds of European cities named here on these streets. I can only guess that maybe there was a lot of people came in this area that were Europeans. That could be how they got these European names right here. Could be. Taking a guess. I do not know. I know on my father's side they came from Ireland. That's where they came from when they settled in Canada. They came from Ireland. However, I found out through DNA testing that I'm more Scottish than Irish. Although my grandparents, one came from Ireland, the other one came from the state of Maine. And my father, I'm not sure what percentage Irish he is, but it turned out, even though my ancestors came from Ireland, I'm not as Irish as I thought I was. I'm more Scottish, which is a whole bunch of little things in there. Scottish being the dominant race. Well, I'm almost down to North Street now. We'll walk to the first bus stop, and there we'll wait for the bus, and I'll sign off. Okay? That sound reasonable? All right. This church right here is a beautiful building. Lots of stone. I love those old stone buildings. They're great, eh? They did some renovations on this upper end there, I don't know, a couple of years ago. They didn't do the whole church, but they did part of it, and it made it look really good. And I think the reason that wood is there, because that cement was breaking away and dropping. They're going to have to do some work on that. I guess that was dropping on people's heads, maybe. I don't know if anybody got hit with it, but they put that as a precaution. All right, we're going to go right across North Street. We are now on North Street. We got to walk to a bus stop. If I don't get to a bus stop by the time I get to Roby, then I may take the Roby bus downtown and catch that one. It's hard to say at this point. A couple of ways I could get home. Actually, the bus I catch downtown comes right up to North Street. So I don't see any sense in going downtown. The bus stop just before the bridge. Bus 5 stops there. So I think we'll go down this way to the bus stop. And I may take a bus from there, or I may keep walking. Could be something happening right there at that house, because there's a police car there and there's one down on this street waiting to come up here. If my eyes don't fool me, that's what it looks like. Yep, second police car coming up, I think. So something happened at that house. When you've got 2 police cars going to a house, that means something happened. Probably that apartment building right there. Anyways, it is what it is. I like to show you these things. I don't want to get involved in it too deeply, but I like to show you them. Oh, nice shade here. This is wonderful.
Oh no, where'd I go?
I might not always respond, but I read the text. So don't shine.
Oh. Yeah, I put on quite a few steps today, I would say. If the bus comes down the street, I could jump on it right here. All right, I'm going to be back to Windsor. This is where we started our walk. This is where we started it, right here on this corner. All right, now let's have a look. 50 minutes, that's a good length for a video. Good thing I made 2 videos. I never got there on one. All right, well, thanks for watching this video, and if you like it, push that thumbs up there, and that'd be really good. And if you are not yet a subscriber, I love it if you become a subscriber. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for subscribing. And we try to make interesting videos for you in this great, wonderful city of Halifax. I cannot explain how much it's nice, how nice it is here, how much I love it here. A beautiful city. You ever get a chance, come to Halifax. Anyway, with that, I hope you have a real nice day today. Take care, be safe. Until next time, bye for now.